Hello. Good morning, everybody. It's time for our speak today, and I'm glad to be here with you. Thankfully, we do have a lot of people doing our speaks, our talks on Sundays, and uh, because of that, it's a long time you don't see me giving the speak on Sunday. So thank God. So I'm really pleased with that. Yeah. And also, this is my first talk in the year 2021. And I would like to talk something about faith today, which we kind of need that. We needed this to Okay, I think now everybody can hear me. I was saying here, but I realized that my mic is not correctly. Okay, good. I think it's back. So give me just okay if you are listening me, if everything is fine. So today we're gonna talk about faith, and this is something we need to exercise. Yes, faith, the kind of exercise we need to exercise every day in order to keep us moving forward. Okay, and but before we start, I'd like to do our initial prayer. So let's have a deep breath, sit comfortably, and welcoming all the brothers and sisters, our mentors of the group, mentors of the SSI, mentors of Ireland, who are here today with us. And let's raise up our thoughts towards Jesus, asking him to send over us other virtues that we need in order to overcome the barriers, at the same time send some consolation and hope and faith to all brothers and sisters around the world, especially those who are suffering in the hospitals, who are thinking about suicide, those who are suffering from anxiety, those who are hopeless. So be it. Amen. Okay. Let's see what we have today. Camila, good morning. Chris, good morning, Chris. Gis, Donna Gis. Yeah, she's in Brazil right now. You wake up early today. Patty, Patricia. So, Iman. Hi, Iman. Good morning. And good morning for everyone who are in Ireland. Natalie, good morning, Natalie. Those who are in Ireland, those who are in UK, those who are in Portugal, in America, I don't think we don't have anybody here because it's too early for them. But if you are here, thank you very much. Okay, so let's start. Stop talking. Let's put up my deck here. 1 second. Okay, great. Okay, let's start. Kelly, Ju. Wow, a lot of people here. Thank you. Okay. we go to hope and faith, okay? Or faith and hope. Doesn't matter in which way you read it, both are connected, and we will see it, okay? So, what is faith? I like this example here in terms when you are in the plane. You must have faith in the pilot. You don't know him, but you have faith he will take you from one point to the other point. Okay? And if something happens, you can do anything. Yeah? I think, in my opinion, this is the best picture we can describe faith. Okay? Even though we are jumping a hill or a huge gap, but faith when you are flying, it's kind of you need to have. Okay, so but let's go to faith about we have in the Spiritism. So what Emmanuel is the spiritual guide from Chico Xavier, what he says about faith. And we can find these on the book Vineyard of Light on chapter 440. And he says, the tree of living faith does not grow in the heart miraculously. So, that's a very good one. You do not acquire faith, not because I'm saying to you, you need to have faith, you have faith. It's not because you say, wake up in the morning and say, hey, I do have faith. If you don't believe you do have faith, you will not have it. What more? Acquiring an edifying belief is not a service of less effort. Okay, so it's not because I'm trying, I will not. No, it's not this. Many people are trying, but they still do not have faith. Okay? The sublime virtue is the construction of the inner world, in the unfolding of which each apprentice functions as an advisor, engineer, and worker of himself. So faith is something that is a virtue that we have, and we need to work it every single day. We need to exercise every single day. It's like become health. You need to exercise every single day. Even though in this time when we are in lockdown, we need to exercise ourselves. Going up and down the stairs, or jumping ropes, or doing a treadmill, or whatever, you need to exercise. Okay? No one can, therefore, in his right conscience, fully transfer the vibration of faith to the spirit of others, because indeed this is a task that belongs to each one. This is very important, and this sentence is the key for the understanding of the upcoming slides. We cannot transfer the faith. You cannot acquire my faith, and neither I can acquire your faith. We do have our own faith, and we need to conquer that faith by ourselves. Okay? So far, so good. That's the introduction. So, then we go to some writers. We have Immanuel Kant. He was a philosopher in the 18th century, and he wrote the book Religion Within the Limits of Reason. And he says, Pure rational faith is the guide or the compass that, thanks to the speculative thinker guides in his rational incursions in the field of supersensitive objects. So, is something you need to exercise. You need to question. It's not a way to say, oh, I have faith. No, you have to question your faith. You have to ask questions to you that make you believe. That's why faith becomes unique, because let's say my level of exercise my faith, to question my faith, could be sometimes less than your needs of exercising it. Or in some cases, my faith is stronger than your ability to question your faith, to jeopardy your faith. So this is an exercise, a daily exercise. Sometimes we will answer, sometimes we won't answer, sometimes we believe, sometimes we will not believe, sometimes we will rely on faith, sometimes we will want to take control of it. So this is what we need to understand. This is what Kant in 18th century wrote about it in the book Religion with the Limits of Reason. And then we go to a two most important definition in the Spiritism, which is heteronomous moral and autonomous moral. Okay? So heteronomous moral and autonomous moral. What's the difference? Why we have one and we have another? What's going on here? Heteronomous moral, it's written there. Religions consider a created soul perfect, who suffers from error and reincarnates to suffer and return submission to God through punishments and rewards. So we were perfect, we did something wrong, and now we are punished by our wrongdoings. This is a heteronomous moral. However, spiritual psychology demonstrates as its base a soul that evolves from simple and ignorant, acquiring through its efforts the faculties and their potentials. What are these potentials? Reasoning, which is intelligence; will, which is free will; imagination, which is our creativity. Life's difficulties are evolutionary opportunities, not punishments. This is autonomous moral, and you can find these and a lot of thoughts in the book Neither Heaven Nor Hell in chapter 4, part 1. This is something we need to understand very carefully, guys, and this is, in my opinion, a game changer. Because we need to flip from one belief that I am a bad person, I did something wrong, I need to be punished, I needed to suffer, I deserve to suffer, I was a very bad person. Flip to, okay, I made a mistake, I do have virtues, I want to evolve, I am learning, and I need to go ahead. In order to go ahead, I need to ironing out these bad or tendencies. Just put this bad in brackets, because bad is everything is go contrary to the divine law. Divine law we can find by God's law, and this is immutable and unchangeable. Okay, so just summarizing, autonomous moral is weights the outcome of the action to determine how bad it is. Okay? So I kill someone, I will need to suffer. Okay? The higher the magnitude of the bad thing we did, worse is our punishment. In the autonomous moral is taken by reasoning. You go through a suffering moment, a challenge moment, you go to this, but not based on a punishment, based on, okay, I need to learn this lesson. It's like when you are in school and the teacher give you a lot of things and you don't understand, but for some reason you arrive home and say, hey, I need to understand that. And you put your head down and you start to studying, you start to see videos, reading books, and then you say, wow, now I understand. Is that okay? So you can ask why some people suffers a lot more than other people, because they, based on their experience, by their virtues, we decided based on our free will that we go and face that problem and fight and find a solution. Okay? So you cannot fix a problem if you do not live or born or are surrounded by people who does have the same problem as you have, and you need to see that and say, hey, that what they are doing is wrong, let me get out of here. So this is evolution. So in other words, you are where you belong to. We are where we belongs to. And how we go out of this, how we gonna fix this based on our faith in ourselves. Okay? So, and then we can use Kardec as usual. Okay? And Kardec in the chapter 19, item 7 of the book, The Gospel According to Spiritism. Let's see what he says. Faith cannot be prescribed, and what even is even more certain, it cannot be imposed. Kardec wrote this in the 19th century. Okay? What more? What more? Let me see here. 1 second, because my thing is not working. Faith needs a base, one that gives a complete understanding of what we are asked to accept. In order to believe, it is enough. It is not enough to see, but above all else, it is necessary to understand. He's saying here is, as long as you go, you will understand. Example, perfect example of what's happened today to us. We have this coronavirus, and right now, we do not understand why we are passing through this, why our beloved ones are dying. Because, like me, I suppose you do have people who are close to your contacts, or they are sick, or they passed away. A few months ago, it was happening to someone which is a friend of a friend. You know what I mean? It's not close to you, but now it's affecting our faith, our life directly. It was affecting us indirectly, and now is affecting us directly. Why? I don't know. But we do need to learn. We do need to understand. We do need to have the answers. Perhaps we are not ready to receive or to get these answers, but we will when we have maturity and enough virtues and backgrounds to understand it. Okay? Okay? What more Kardec says? Rationalize the faith when based on facts and logic leaves no doubt. See? Rationalize the faith when based on facts and logic leaves no doubt. Even though for you, the concept, what you think, do not agree with your neighbor, do not fit with your friends. But for you, it's enough. For you, it's there is reason. There is a logic behind it. But for others, no, they need more investigation, they need more deep study. It's life. Again, let's go back to my classroom example. Some students, like my brother used to do that guy, this guy. He used to go to school, and whatever the teacher shows in the board, giving the explanation during the class, he was fine. He goes to he used to do the test without studying. He did not need to do any research, anything. He was okay in school without studying. Myself, I, Stevan here, need to go to school, pay attention to what the teacher was saying, come back home, study, and then do my test. It's different. It's different. So for him, the logics worked way better than for myself. And this happens to you as well. Okay? And then we go to the most well-known message from Allan Kardec. Unshakable faith is that which can stand face to face with reason in all epochs of humanity. Okay? So, color blue. Color blue is color blue. In the past, in the future, today is blue. Will not change. Nobody will wake up tomorrow and say, oh, it's not blue, it's pink. No. Blue is blue. These do not change. Okay? Okay? We need to understand that true faith is linked to humility. Not a humility in order to downgrade you. True faith is connected to humility in terms of, okay, I need to understand that. So you open up your mind in order to see in different angles. We used to call this, I need to get out of my comfort zone to see something. So far, so good? If you have a question, please, guys, ask you, put in the comment box here while I'm drinking my coffee here. Let me see. We have Mayara Lima from Waterford. Mary Barret from Waterford as well. No, she's not from Waterford. She agreed that she has close friends which are with COVID. Wanderlei, it is with us. Sueli Kawana, I think she's in Waterford as well. Our friend Eliane Daret from Sweden. So, wow, we are reaching Sweden. Thank you very much. And Roberta, she's in Ireland. Morning for you, Roberta, as well. Okay. Let's drip of coffee. So, what more? Faith is always real and calm. Why? Because when you have this faith and you understand something, even though you are in a very struggling moment of your life, when you understand what is happening to you, this will give you calm. This will comfort your heart. We will not avoid the suffering. We will not avoid the challenge. We will not avoid the trials, expiations. We will not avoid it. But it will give you hope. It will calm you down. And it will give you courage to moving forward. Why? Because now you do believe and you find a reason why that. It's not because I say so. It's not because if you don't do it, you go to hell. It's not because you don't do it, you need to believe and you cannot ask question about it. You have to believe, that's it, point. A lot of dogmas. It's not because of that. It's because these make logic, because it makes sense for you. Okay? Faith must be active, is an everyday exercise, is an everyday interactions, everyday seeking for answers. Sometimes, most of the times, do not have an answer at all, but you will not give up to ask questions. If your Spiritism will give you these answers, happy days. If not, do not give up to seek an answer that comforts, that give you calmness, that will comfort your heart. Do not give up seeking the correct answer which makes sense for you. Okay? Okay? But again, we need to understand we will not have an answer at the moment we ask for something. We have to wait. It's not like a question and answer, like if you ask a question here, well, you will answer now, but we need to have the patience, watch what's happening around us, and seek our answers. Again, guys, I am tired to say this example, and there is no other example. If you have a better example, give to me. But if you asking for patience, do you believe that you will receive a kilo, 2 kilos, 3 kilos, 5 kilos of patience next day? No, you won't. What are you going to receive? You will be put yourself in situations, very stressful situations, in which you need to exercise your patience. See the logic there. You will need to find out your own answer. You will need to think about it and take a good thing out of a bad situation. So I'm asking for patience, and I'm surrounded by people who drive me crazy. What's the point? That's exactly the point. Because you need to exercise, you need to find your balance in this situation and wake up. And when we wake up, it's a game changer. See the logic, see the rationality behind this. See how this works. Okay? Face a problem is not to avoid that problem. Face a problem is, okay, admit you have a problem. Ask for help, of course. But face it and overcome it. So far, so good? Can I move forward? Let me see here. Let's see some examples now. I choose these examples from Bible because it's a common. Anybody can see it. It's written there. Okay? That's very true examples. And we will see the rationality. We will see the logic behind it. Okay? So, does faith have a size? Can we measure it? What do you think? My faith today is bigger than my faith yesterday, or is bigger than my faith tomorrow, or can I measure it? I have these. Let's see. What do you think? And then we can choose Jesus walking on the waters, Matthew 14, 22 to 33. Then Peter got down out of the boat, walking on the water, and came toward Jesus. But when he saw the wind, he was afraid, and beginning to sink, cried out, "Lord, save me." Immediately Jesus reached out his hand and caught him. "You of little faith," he said, "why did you doubt?" See? You of little faith. Little faith. I can measure. If a faith is little, now could be bigger tomorrow. Okay? Let's move on. Let's move on. Peter says to Jesus that he will never let him go. And Peter denied Jesus 3 times. Luke 22, 54, verses 54 to 62. He denied 3 times. I will not read here, but he says, "Woman, I do not know him. Man, I am not. Man, I do not know what you are talking about." He denied Jesus 3 times. Why? He was afraid to receive the same punishment as Jesus, to someone kill himself. He was afraid. But remember, few hours before this episode, he was saying to Jesus, he will not let anybody harm him, and he will stand by him. Whatever situation, he will go. And hours later, he was denying him 3 times. So he had moments ago the reason, the rationality, but he hadn't the courage to apply that reasonality. Okay? Let's move on. However, Peter healed a man crippled since birth. It is Apostle Acts 3-9. It was a crippled man asking for money at the entrance of the church, and Peter said to him, "Silver or gold I do not have, but what I do have I give you. In the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, walk." And the man Taking him by the right hand, he helped him up, and instantly the man's feet and ankles become strong. The same Peter who couldn't walk on waters, who didn't have courage to stand by Jesus, he had faith to look at that crippled man and say, "What I have, I will give you." He gave his faith. See the process. You see how it goes. It's growing from little to big. If he had the same faith here when he was walking on waters, he could walk on the waters. He could stand by Jesus. But he was wrong. No, there's no wrongdoing here, guys. He was exercising. Remember the example of patience? He was exercising his faith until he got the true faith. And we not stop here. Why? Because look at Peter's words before he dies. It is in Timothy 4:7-8. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. The faith he couldn't kept when he was walking the waters, when he was denying Jesus, but he could keep the faith. See how beautiful it is. How it is the construction of this faith. And sometimes, most of the times, you and I need patience, and out of blue, we want to receive tons of patience. Out of blue, we want to go back to our normal life. Our normal life, we are having like almost a year ago, for some reason was wrong. And we have to have this situation now in order to wake us up and, okay, we need to try differently. Everybody is seeking for, come back to the normal life. But we have the message so far is what you were doing, the life you were living is not right. Something wrong. And we do have this moment in order to understand, in order to figure out what we need to change. So the normal will never come back. We will come to a new way to live, which is right. I don't know. For some it will be, for others won't. But the same life you used to have a year ago, this will not come. This will not come back. You can have your routine, but the way you think, the way you see people, you see the world is going to be different. So far, so good. I like this. Kardec in the Gospel, chapter 19, item 11, he says, the faith was built through the time, denying, weakening, and then become strong. Like a seed we sow, and years later, we have a strong tree. Perfect. You sow the seed, you water this every single day until it becomes a strong and robust tree. So we need to water our faith daily. We need to exercise our faith daily. Okay? And the rain, the wind, the sun, the snow will not stop coming. But you need to water that tree. And it doesn't matter how the weather will change, the tree is there. The wind will not stop blowing. Where is our roots? Do you have a strong base? Do you have a deep root in order to keep you standing whatever weather conditions you're going to face? What is a rationalized faith? Two examples again from the Bible. Jesus heals the centurion servant. This is in Matthew 8, 5-13. I know some of you know this. The centurion replied, remember, centurion is a soldier who commands 100 men. So he was very powerful, respectful person in the Romans Empire at that moment, because he was able to command more than 100 soldiers. So, and he said, and he came to Jesus because one of his servants was sick. Okay? And he came to Jesus, he met Jesus, and he said to Jesus to heal his servant. And Jesus promptly said, okay, let's go to him. And look what he said. Lord, I do not deserve to have you come under my roof, but just say the word, and my servant will be healed. For I, myself, am a man under authority, with soldiers under me. I tell this one, go, and he goes, and that one, come, and he comes. I say to my servant, do this, and he does it. Okay? When Jesus saw the end of the story, Jesus said, so be it. And few minutes later, a messenger came to this centurion and said, the servant is okay. He's cured. He trusted that God, that Jesus will heal his servant. See? Let me see the comment here, Roberto put interesting. Wagner Paixão gave the same example yesterday in a live to explain rationalized faith. Well, good. I'm not wrong. That's a good thing for me, you know. Wow, I didn't see his explanation yesterday, but I would like to see. Thank you, Robert. I will look for this. I respect Wagner Paixão. He's very well-known spiritist in Brazil, and he's very rationalist, very logic. He used that logic. He do not accept everything just because somebody said to him. Okay? And one more example. Jesus healed the bleeding woman. That's another example. She was bleeding for many years. For sure, she had a problem. And she knew that Jesus was going to pass by, but a lot of people were surrounding him, pushing him. And he said, I have no chance to talk to Jesus. However, if I only touch him, he's gonna heal me. Only touch, He gonna heal me. And then we can see this in Luke 8:43-48. She came up behind him and touched the edge of his cloak, and immediately her bleeding stopped. And Jesus said, "Who touched me?" And Peter said, "Master, the people were crowding and pressing against you." So in other words, hey, everybody pushing you, everybody touching you, and you're saying, "Who touched me?" And then Jesus said, "Someone touched me. I know that power has gone out of me." This is reason of faith. She believed it, and she did. And power. See? Power. Faith is power. Where is your power? What is your power in humankind? What is your power in yourself? Okay? These 4 examples, not written by Spiritism, not written, is in the Bible. We have in the Bible examples how to build your faith and what is rationalized faith. Let's move. What faith brings to you? Hope. Why? Gospel, according to Spiritism, chapter 19, item 11. Faith is the mother of hope and charity. Hope, faith gives, through faith, you get hope. Through faith, you help the others. This is charity. A message from Spirit says, the wrong acts were overcome, crushed by the relentless truth, which is appeased by time's invincible weight. And also we can find in Shakespeare the same meaning. Although the whole earth will hide them. What hide? The wrongdoings, the bad things, the vile acts will end up appearing. No matter what you do to hide or put under the mat your wrongdoings, this will come up one day. This life or next life, but not as a punishment, as a way you need to face it. You need to overcome it. You need to face this. Okay? Yeah? So now I come to my last deck. Faith is not about everything turning out okay. Faith is about being okay no matter how things turn out. See how powerful it is. Faith is not about turning everything okay. Faith is about being okay no matter how the situation. Remember the tree? When you sow a seed and you need to water this seed, and this seed will start to grow, but the weather will not change. Oh, there is a tree growing here. I will not blow here. I will not snowing here. No. The weather will come. It will be different. It will be challenging every day. And the tree is still growing. How is your faith? How do you believe yourself? Are you denying? Are you sinking in the water? It's up to you. And then a very thing, faith is like a Wi-Fi. It's invisible, but it has the power to connect you to what you need. And in these times, it's so important. It's connecting you to what you need. Thanks to the Wi-Fi, I'm here today. You are watching me. You are seeing this presentation. Okay? Do you guys have any questions? This is my last slide. And I want to turn to you if you have any questions, if you have any doubts, let me know. Okay? Let me drink water here. Let me see. Let me watch the comment box here. Chun, chun, chun. No. Looks like there's no comments. There is no question. I hope this is because you understood, or this is because I was very bad, you didn't understand, and you want to make questions. And, well, again, let's exercise every day. Let's exercise our faith. Let's exercise our rationality every day. Okay? So just some announcements here. Our activities, we do here have every Sunday from 11 to 12:30 our time, talks like we are doing today. We do have live meetings every Tuesday and every Thursday from 7:15 to 9:15. This is online streaming on Facebook and YouTube. Every Tuesday, we do have a study group from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's a Zoom meeting, so if you want to join it, please send an email to spiritismarlan@gmail.com, and Nady and Tanya will reply to you with the link. It's just in a Zoom meeting because we want to make this close and people will be not safe, what's the word, will be comfortable to ask questions, put the doubts and all this. Okay, that's why we have this in a Zoom meeting when we don't have live on the Facebook or YouTube. Okay, so also we do have our fraternal assistance. So if you have any problem, you can send an email to Fraternal Gathering Dublin @gmail.com, and our team will reply to you and book a day. We can talk. If you have any problem, if you are passing through anything, that is this fraternal gathering, fraternal assistance here, and they can go. Also, if you don't want to seek our help, you can go to mentalhealthireland.ie. You do have the Samaritan helpline. You just need to call 116-123. And also, if you don't speak to the one, you can even text just send a text to 50808. Again, for those friends who are listening these outside of Ireland, this line, this helpline in this text serve will not work for you. This works only for Ireland. And I'm sure if you need that, seek help in your country. Look for the Samaritans groups in your country, and you will have the help. Okay? So, let me, and again, ask for no presential meetings are allowed. So, we cannot have this yet. Okay? Great. So let's do our final prayer. And I'd like to invite everyone once again to sit comfortably. If you can, if you want, close your eyes. But open up your heart, open up your mind. Let's raise up our thoughts towards Jesus, towards our mentors of the group. Ask them to give us courage to face our problems, to water our faith daily. Allow our faith to grow strong with deep roots in whatever weather situations we need to face. We will become standing and strong. May this prayer reach our brothers and sisters who need any kind of help. May this prayer sow seeds of love and hope in everyone's heart. May we do have a wonderful week. May I want to say thank you to good spirits who are supporting us during these difficult times. Those incarnated spirits who are the front line, who is helping us. Thank you very much. Thank you for your attention. So be it. Amen. Okay. Hey, we reached Japan. Our dear friend Adalberto. Arigato, my friend. Oh, we reached Japan, so thank you very much. Okay? So, once again, stay calm, stay safe, stay well. Do whatever you think is important for you. And I will see you on Tuesday at 7:15 with our live. Okay? Thank you. Thank you, Iman. Thank you, Roberta. Thank you very much. And again, if you have any questions, please put your comments here and we will try to answer all of them. Thank you. Have a nice Sunday. Stay well. Thank you. Bye-bye.